Hey guys, Cantina here. Welcome back to another video. So just getting straight into this. Okay. I just saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever and oh my gosh. Spoilers ahead. And side note, because I sound a little stuffy and stuff because I am. I'm just getting over a cold. I feel way better though, but yeah, sorry, that's why I sound like this. Anyways, back to the movie. Oh my gosh, I just saw Wakanda Forever. Spoilers ahead. Um, I cried. Yeah, I teared up. I this movie, I don't even I don't even know where to start. It's so good. It's so sad. I don't know. It's so good. Okay, I'm so glad that Shuri's the next Black Panther. Like I called that. Me and my mom were talking about it, and we were both like, yeah, Shuri's got to be the next Black Panther. Really happy about that. Just the dedication of Chadwick Boseman's like it was definitely relevant. Like just the very second, the first minutes of the movie, just jumping straight into it. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I was curious to see how they were gonna, kill T'Challa off, and like, oh, they killed him off cut by an illness. So I wonder if they were also implying that, T'Challa had cancer too, like Chadwick did. I did not expect Queen Ramonda to die. Like me and my mom were talking about it earlier, and we were like, yeah, we both agreed, like, yeah, no one else is gonna die. This is all about their grief, everyone's grief for T'Challa. Like they're not gonna kill someone off, and then Queen Ramona dies. I'm like, oh my gosh! I'm like, poor Shuri. She has literally lost everyone in her family. No, she's way up there with, people who have lost people. She's really up there now. I'm like, ah. It's like, I love Shuri. I hated seeing her like that. And everyone else. And I did not expect Okoye to, lose her job, stop being the general. I'm like, it's not her fault that Shuri got taken. Shuri went willingly. And I see why Ramonda said that, but like, still, ah. I mean, she's got that new suit now. What did Sherry call it? Midnight Angel, something like that. That was cool. Also not expecting that. Speaking of cool suits, Riri's. I'm just like, oh my gosh, she made her own Iron Man suit. I mean, I already knew that because I don't read the comics, but I knew from this other YouTube channel. They're like, hey, Riri Williams, she makes her own Iron Man suit. She's called Ironheart, and yeah, and like seeing her Mark 1, her arc reactor looked just like Tony's from Civil War. I mean, I'm not Civil War, Infinity War, but I know that was an arc reactor. It was just like the housing unit for nanoparticles, but it looked just like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, she made her own arc reactor. Like, man, this girl is smart. Yeah, I really liked her, and yeah. So also, I was theorizing like how she was gonna be involved. I thought they were just gonna go to her for like help because Namor, and I don't know what to call them, Taloconnans, Taloconnans. My dad calls them the blue people, but I didn't expect her to be the scientist that created those the machine that allowed them to detect like where Wakanda was. Like, wow, dang, she's smart. And also just the fact that like there's Wakanda outside of there's vibranium outside of Wakanda. What? It's like I wonder how much the Talocon. I don't think I'm pronouncing this right. I'm sorry. Talocon, the underwater civilization that Namor rules. We didn't get to see like how much they had exactly, but it looked like they had a lot too. So like, do they have the same amount as Wakanda, or do they have a little less, or like, yeah, and like where else did Wakanda or vibranium land? Like, yeah, like Okoye said, it must have been another meteor or something. So how many were there? And now talking about Allegra Valentina, the I don't know how to I don't know her full name. I just know her as Val. I did not expect her to show back up. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's her. And ah, I also did not expect her to be Ross's ex-wife. Like, whoa. And the fact that she bugged the Camino, the beads. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. The beads at the very beginning, then just so she could get him arrested. And like, okay, my whole question was like, hey, why is the CIA? Why is the police after Riri? Like, I don't see why they were. And then they said, like, oh yeah, she tipped them off. I'm like, she wants Riri for some reason. Unless there was some reason that was said in the movie, I didn't hear it, but like, I think she wanted Riri for some reason. I'm like, I don't like her. I really don't like her. And I know that she's gonna be like the head of the Thunderbolts. And I'm like, I'm really scared because like, if you guys hadn't heard, for the lineup for the Thunderbolts, Bucky is in it. I'm like, what? Why? Because I heard that the Thunderbolts are like anti-heroes of the Avengers. I'm like, why would Bucky join that? No. So I'm really scared what she's gonna have them do. Like, Bucky, no. And also Elena's a part of it. I'm like, no. Anyways, don't have to worry about that until like 2024, I think. But yeah, did not expect her to show up. Do not like her. And the post-credit scene. Okay, so yeah, I was always wondering, hey, where is Nakia during Infinity War? Where has she been? I can't believe her and T'Challa have a son. I can't believe it. When he said that my name is Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa, I started tearing up again. I don't know how to feel about it. It's like, oh my gosh, they have a son together, but T'Challa's not there. But yeah, that gives me another reason to think that T'Challa did have cancer, because Nakia was saying that he was preparing them for his death. So he was in contact with them and stuff. Yeah, she might have been the first to know that he was sick. And then, oh my gosh, how did I forget about this? Just the fact that Shuri saw Killmonger in the astral plane. I'm like, oh, because everyone was like, please could he be in this movie? Please could he be in this movie? And like, I didn't know if he was gonna be or not, and then he was. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then Shuri being hooked on revenge and letting that drive her. I'm like, no. I didn't want her to kill Namor. I'm like, Shuri, no, don't, please don't, Shuri, don't. I literally kept saying that, and then she let him live, and then she was like, grief has consumed us. Now we can't let it consume our people. Like, that's like a parallel of like what T'Challa said to Zemo in Civil War. I'm like, I'm so glad she did not kill him. But then when Namor was talking to I don't know her name, but that other girl in the Water Kingdom, I don't know how to describe it. And he's like, oh yeah, don't worry, the other countries will go after Wakanda, and then they're gonna have to turn to us. I'm like, oh no. But overall, this movie is it's so good. I think I do like this one better than the first one, and the first one's really good. But it's so good. They really did a good job with dedicating this to Chadwick. Rest in peace. But yeah, sorry about this longer rant. Just this movie. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this movie, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!